That's all for mission briefing. The drill is over.
Getting straight to the point, we start with Delta Force Hawk Ops, the new game from Team Jade that is the resurrection of a franchise that was once beloved by PC gamers and aims to reach new heights. The main game modes will be Havoc Warfare and Hazard Operation, both with very distinct proposals. While Havoc Warfare is a multiplayer mode closer to the traditional style, with a high number of players and frenetic confrontations, Hazard Operation has a much slower pace, focusing more on strategy and punishment in an extraction shooter. Both modes, however, incorporate some mechanics that are omnipresent in the game. The game will also feature a cooperative campaign inspired largely by Black Hawk Down, one of the most beloved games in the franchise. Lost Castle 2 is a 2D beat-em-up roguelike game developed by Hunter Studio. The game features over 200 different weapons and armors, each with unique action mechanics and special abilities. There are over 140 treasures with distinct effects. The more treasures you collect, the stronger you become, making each gaming session more dynamic and random. The game is meant to be played in a team as it features insane bosses and increasingly challenging levels. You and a friend can explore various scenarios like the Black Forest, the Abandoned Village, or the Crystal Mountain. But beware, each of these scenarios has a hidden boss. If you enjoy cooperative treasure hunting games, this is definitely a title to keep an eye on. Ale and Tale Tavern is a first-person tavern simulator set in an open medieval world full of action, fishing, hunting, exploration, and even cooking options. It's worth noting that it is cooperative and can be played by up to 4 players. The game unfolds in a beautiful and cozy fantasy world where players take on the role of the owner of an abandoned tavern. Here you can work alone or with friends to restore the ancient glory and popularity of the Ale and Tale Tavern. You can explore new recipes, participate in field activities like hunting and fishing, raise animals, grow plants, complete missions involving unique and fun characters, and much more. Players can also decorate their tavern as they wish, prepare dishes and drinks for their customers, and earn good money for their craft. Frost Giant Studios, formed by former members of Blizzard, yes, the folks behind StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3, announced Stormgate, their new real-time strategy game. With snowplay technology on Unreal Engine 5, Stormgate promises a super smooth experience, with global servers and the best in online gameplay. Despite being a complete RTS with many strategic nuances, Stormgate also aims to deliver a more simplified and accessible experience for all players. Stormgate has everything to be incredible. Finally, after so many years, StarCraft fans can expect something new and exciting. Furthermore, the game will be free, so you won't have to spend anything to play with your friend. In Monster Hunter Wilds, you and your friends play as professional monster hunters, protecting the ecosystem's balance and hunting monsters. In the game, you can use resources obtained from hunts to create increasingly powerful weapons and armor on your mission to uncover the mysteries of the new lands. Another point to note is how the monsters are much more alive and active than ever before. As soon as you enter the wild world of Monster Hunter Wilds, you can see how each species is unique in its own way and is living its own life, regardless of the player's presence there, contributing significantly to the game's immersion. Deathless is an intense cooperative survival game of the action roguelite genre, developed by 1-2play and published by Bark Games. In the game, players are immersed in a dark and menacing world where they must face hordes of enemies attacking in waves every minute. Survival in the game depends on a combination of devastating spells, tactical use of powerful weapons, and strategic decision-making as a team. The game offers a challenging gameplay experience with various styles and builds for experimentation. Players can expect to encounter many challenges, unlocks, new locations, heroes, enemies, story events, and engaging gameplay mechanics. Deathless features an online cooperative mode where multiple players can fight against an endless tide of enemies while improving their arsenals by collecting experience points.
I can feel the vibration, beat in the streets, it's a new sensation. I want
Super Seuss is a multiplayer social deduction game being developed by Giant Interactive. It promises to offer an intense experience where players must work together to protect the spaceship from cunning imposters determined to sabotage the mission and eliminate everyone on board. The goal is to survive and complete tasks while unmasking the imposters. The game combines elements of Among Us, Werewolf, and Squid Game, creating a gaming environment where players must be attentive not only to the imposters, but also to the neutrals, each with unique victory conditions and tasks. Super Seuss promises to be an engaging and challenging game, offering a blend of social deduction and strategy where players must keep the ship safe while uncovering the truth behind the saboteurs. Haunted Paws is a cooperative horror game. Described as scary but cozy in the game, players will control two puppies in search of rescuing their human friend taken by malicious creatures to a haunted mansion. Customizable with different breeds, colors, and accessories, the dogs will be able to dig, bark, sniff, and perform many other abilities, allowing one player to team up with another player without the need for the other to own the game, requiring only one copy to enjoy cooperative gameplay. In the game, you can create your own puppy, explore spooky environments, and defeat evil creatures in an action-packed adventure. Marvel Rivals is a team-based hero shooter with third-person gameplay, where two teams of 6 players each face off using Marvel superheroes and supervillains. The development of Marvel Rivals is in the hands of a new team from NetEase Games, composed of global talents who have previously worked on successful franchises like Call of Duty and Battlefield, raising expectations for the game's success. The game will focus on 6v6 combat, putting players in an arena to compete for which team will come out on top. In the preview, we can see renowned heroes like Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, and Doctor Strange. All familiar faces to the public. Demonsomnia is an online cooperative horror game for 4 players that deals with the effects of a post-nuclear reaction. Developed and published by Woziva, the game involves the spread of radiation, where players must put on their gas masks and venture into the forest to collect objects and return to the mansion. The mission involves gathering evidence with equipment and hunting the ghost. Players must deal with the horror atmosphere in the forest environment, filled with villagers and mutant creatures. The gameplay perspective is in first person, offering an intense immersion in a post-apocalyptic plot. The game features a cooperative mode where you and your friends can play together in a team of up to 4 players. Work together to solve puzzles, collect clues, and face the supernatural challenges of the mansion. Shark Siege: Together Survival is a first-person cooperative survival adventure game. In it, you become a member of the crew of a modern cargo ship and embark on an exciting survival journey in a vast and unpredictable ocean. The game challenges players to unite against the relentless forces of the ocean. The gameplay offers the option to play solo or in cooperation with friends, emphasizing the use of intelligence, teamwork, and inventiveness to withstand constant challenges. Players face intense underwater dangers, where survival depends on collaboration and strategy among team members. This was the list. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time.